Instagram world, YouTube world. What's up, honey? You already know it's your girl, Big Mama Red Baby. And we're about to get into this most highly requested Hoodoo Heritage Month reading. Starting off with Dr. Sebi. Tap in. What's up, baby? What's up, Insta? What's up, YouTube? What's up? Purr. Okay. Hey, babies. This has been a very highly requested reading for some time now. As you all know, it is Hoodoo Heritage Month, baby. It's time to tap in with the ancestors. It's time to go into the ancestral realm. Speak to the ancestors. Figure out what can we do to enrich our lives, honey, okay? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Tonight, I'm going to be attempting to conjure the energy of Dr. Sebi. Hashtag allegedly. Hashtag entertainment purposes only. If you know, you know. So, some people may not know who Dr. Sebi is. Dr. Sebi was a holistic healer. Very, very popular. Back in the early 2000s. And probably even before then. He went up against companies such as like the Big Pharmacy. He had claims to heal certain illnesses such as cancer, herpes, a lot of illnesses he said that he could heal, and he had healed through the use of holistic medicine, okay? Ashe to Dr. Sebi. Ashe. He has known to influence quite a few people in his lifetime. The more influential individuals such as Nipsey Hussle and Left Eye. Okay, wow, we got the ancestors speaking already, honey. I'm pulling some oracle cards from my Ancestor Spirit Oracle card deck. We got the ancestors speaking already, child. How many of you are familiar with Dr. Sebi, his work, his diet, his legacy? How many of y'all are actually familiar with Dr. Sebi? We're going to get right into it tonight. Let's see, ancestors, what do you want us to know? What do the ancestors want us to know? What does the ancestors want us to know? Tonight. Wow, this is a very wow. The spirits are speaking, child. Spirits are speaking already. Ashe. I'm gonna go ahead and ring my bell and welcome my ancestors, welcome my spirits in, call my spirits guides in, child, because we about to get into it as requested. Hashtag allegedly, because I don't know these people. Hashtag allegedly, because I don't know these people, child, okay? I have your top requested questions, child, your top requested questions concerning this matter, and this is going to be a Hoodoo Heritage special today, okay? I have some really intense cards that I just pulled. Really intense messages that I'm already getting as a download. I see a few people are saying that they are familiar with his diet. Some people are saying I used to use his products. What products did you used to use? A few people are saying, yes, I was waiting on this. Ashe. Hashtag allegedly. Hashtag allegedly. I already see where this is going. The spirits are speaking. Let me go ahead and ring my bell. Call my spirit. Somebody said that charlatan. I don't know how to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that? Selation is no joke. It's nasty and it cleanses your whole body. Where can I find it at? Somebody tell me where I find it at. Okay, where can I find it at? Thank you, honey. Spirit is coming through tonight, honey. When I tell you Spirit is already talking, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the cards that I've already pulled. Already, honey. Healing tonic, sea moss. Oh, wow. Where do you get yours from? Put me on. People have actually been sending me tea about this Dr.Sebi reading, child. They was like, Mama read this, Mama read that. They've been sending me lists of his herbs that he was prescribing that people take to heal their body. Somebody said, I'm using his sea moss from his Sun page. Now, are you having to prepare this sea moss? Hey, baby. Are you having to prepare this sea moss, or is it already prepared? Somebody said his website. I may have spelled it wrong. Okay. Inbox me and send me his website information. I want to check it out. A lot of people have already been sending me information about Dr.Sebi as well. I've also, a couple of people who went to his compound have inboxed Mama Red. People be giving me tea, child. Tea just be coming to Mama Red, child. Tea just be coming to Mama Red, child. So I've already heard quite a few things through the grapevine. Somebody said you can get it in a PO form. Inbox me the website, please. Inbox me the website. So I have been getting so much different tea concerning this. People who've actually went to his compound. People who actually done certain things. Went to his village. To people who've actually got cleansed. People who actually tapped into his diet. Dr.Sebi was before his time. Somebody said Dr.Sebi's website is not ran by his family. Ooh, child. Okay, let's talk about the clarification cards the Spirit has gave me today. This was actually a pop-out card. And this card actually means a lot. Okay, this card actually means a lot for it to be the first card out. This card says, reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, harvest. How on point is this already? Connect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, harvest. How on point is this already? And we tapping into the energy of Dr.Sebi tonight. How on point is this? This card is green. This card is talking about plants. This card is talking about harvest. This card is talking about gardening. How on point is this already? 100. 100. 100. 100. That's the first card. The second card, spirit guides, insight, guidance, purpose. We're tapping in. We're tapping in tonight. Insight, guidance, purpose. Okay, this is the second card. This card also really stood out to me too. Back to basics, simplify, reduce, center. Back to basics. Back to basics. As you can see, this is indigenous individuals. They look like they may be even in Africa somewhere. This says simplify, reduce, and back to the center. You see where this is going, honey. The fourth card I got, remember who you are. Beliefs, resilience, culture. Remember who you are. Ashe. Tapping into spirit of Dr.Sebi tonight. Honorary ancestor. Let's get into it. Ancestors go far and wide. Spirit guides go far and wide. Receive. Send me the information I wish to receive. Spirits of the dead, I ask that you communicate with me so that I may get this information that I need. That is for the highest good of the community and the highest good of all tonight. Ashe, Ibobo, amen. Let's get into it. Spirit, tell me, what type of man was Dr.Sebi? What type of man was Dr.Sebi? Like, what type of man could he be described as? Hashtag allegedly. What's up, bro? Hashtag allegedly. What type of man was Dr.Sebi? What can we say about Dr.Sebi? I know that's right. Dr.Sebi was a wise man. A wise man. Hey, honey. Dr.Sebi was also a wise man. Dr.Sebi was also a teacher. Okay? He was a sage of some sort. Very, very wise. Very educated in certain things. I also see him undergoing some type of heartbreak that sent him to another part of his life. So I do think I remember, I'm not sure what they said he suffered with. It could have been high blood pressure or something of the sort. But it was something that was sent to him that he turned for his good. So I'm seeing this is someone who was very, very wise, very, very knowledgeable. He was also some type of teacher. He may have even given lessons or initiated people in certain herbs or certain practices. Dr. Sebi was that man, child. Dr. Sebi was the man. He was a very, very wise, astute individual too. You understand what I'm saying? Someone who knew, and also he was someone who knew how to make these things into a business. So you know how it is when you have a dream or you have something that you want to do, but you don't really know how to bring it into fruition. He was able to help himself build a legacy, build a business off of his knowledge. How many of y'all know that can be kind of hard sometimes? That could be kind of hard sometimes. You know stuff, but you don't really know how to put it into business. I also see a woman or women around him who helped him to form his business too. I'm not sure if these are his ex-wives or ex-women that he used to deal with. He was also someone people came to help them to... People paid Dr. Sebi a lot of money. Dr. Sebi made his bread in his lifetime. There is... Child, it's a lot of stuff. Hashtag allegedly. There is no money for individuals if you're not sick. So take that information what you will, child. There's no money in individuals who are healthy. Some of these people were sick. A lot of people had sicknesses. People actually came from all over the world to come see Dr. Sebi, get information from him. He knew a lot of stuff. This man was like a walking dictionary of herbs, of holistic living. And a lot of this stuff, it looks like he tapped in with was from his village or something. It's coming from a I'm hearing African based, ancestral based. A lot of this knowledge is knowledge of herbs from the ancestral realm, from indigenous culture. Dr. Sebi was that man, child. Let's get into it. Somebody said, I heard his healing place was expensive, but he did heal people. I heard that too. Dr. Sebi got his money in his lifetime. I'm telling you now. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like that because some people, you know, the powers that be, hashtag allegedly, y'all don't know these fucking people, the powers that be, they don't want certain individuals putting this information out. So if you going up against, he actually had a court, he I don't know if he had been sued, but he went against the government and was saying that he healed cancer, he healed herpes, he healed high blood pressure. A lot of these things that they were saying was untreatable. He went up against the government, child, and had people come that he healed, and he beat the case. Bobo. Ashe, he beat that case. He was able to prove through holistic medicine that it was curable to treat some of these, a lot of these illnesses. So, Ashe. And ever since then, he was on the radar. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Ever since then, he was on the radar, child. He brought people from all over the world. And it was over 50 witnesses that he healed. Okay? He made them folks look crazy in their courthouse, child. Okay? Woo. Spirit, show me, how does Dr. Sebi feel about the current state of holistic medicine? Hashtag allegedly. How does Dr. Sebi feel? Ancestors, show me, how does he feel? How does he feel about the state of holistic medicine? How does he feel about the current state of holistic medicine? Somebody said exactly. They came for him after that trial. Yes, they did. Child, he was on that radar since then. Let's talk about, how does he feel about the current state of holistic medicine? Oh, wow. these cards is not lying, child. Spirit is not lying, child. Ooh, we feel very strong. And strong feelings in these cards about the current state of holistic medicine. I'm picking up on the energy of a lot of people are doing this for the money. And it's not just men, it's women and men, it's even people that may be related to him. Woo, child. People that's doing this may be doing it for the money, and they even may be related to him. The passion is no longer here. The knowledge is no longer here. This is a money grab. A lot of this is what I'm seeing is it looks like some type of money grab. Those who really know what they're talking about, they're commercializing it and they're putting price tags on it, and it's so expensive that people can't even afford to get the healing that they need. Oh, and look like it may even be people hashtag allegedly, because I don't know these fucking people. It could possibly be people that's even in his family. Somebody's stuff is not legit. Ooh, a lot of stuff is being done for the money. This is why a lot of people don't believe in holistic medicine anymore, because it's turned into a money grab. It's turned into a money grab. And it was originally meant to heal our people. It was originally meant to heal our people. So many recipes out here now, and it's compromised. It's not what he originally put out, y'all. So you got to be careful. Just be careful. Be careful. And a lot of this stuff is actually hurting people. A lot of these herbs you think is supposed to help is allegedly hurting people. This is people. These may even be people in his family, child. Somebody sold out. I'm gonna put it like that. He is not happy with how things are happening to his legacy amongst his family. He is not happy. Ooh, the current state of holistic medicine, he is not happy with it. And some people that are getting some of these herbs is actually doing worse than it's supposed to do better for them. And it may even be, I'm seeing, oh, it's a husband and wife that has something to do with this. And maybe even an ex-wife. Ooh. Not happy about it. Not happy about the current state of holistic medicine. Also, some of these people are too caught up with helping bigger names. So you know how it is when you get like a celebrity who comes to you and you were trying to help this celebrity beat, I don't know, cancer. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to help this celebrity beat cancer that you forget all about the little people, child. It's too much focus, Spirit is saying, on the bigger names and the people who have access to this type of knowledge than the real people who really need it. Too much reaching out to celebrities and trying to help big name brand individuals. And it's been perverted. And he just not happy with that. Too much trying to help the big names and forgetting about the individuals that fall underneath that. This is perverted. He's not pleased with this, child. He's not pleased with the current state of holistic medicine. Hashtag allegedly. Because I don't know these people. How y'all feel about this reading so far? This is intense for me. This is intense. I feel like I'm sitting face to face on an interview. I'm talking, child. Oh, Lord. Straight to the source. It's intense. Oh, Lord. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Somebody say, Mama Red, get into it. Somebody say, Mama Red, get into it. Hashtag allegedly. We about to get into it. We about to go into the belly of the beast. Somebody said, this is what I've been seeing and feeling. Somebody say it's felt. Somebody said it's very good, on point, love it. Somebody said because they want to be celebrities themselves. Oh, Lord. Somebody say, Mama Red, get into it in the comments. We about to go into the belly of the beast. This is Hoodoo Heritage Month, child. We are conjuring with Dr.Sebi, his energy tonight. Ashe. Somebody say, Mama Red, get into it. Because I got to find out. I got to get into it. Somebody say, Mama Red, get into it. I'm going to already tell you a channel message that I'm already hearing for the collective. Start eating more greens. Start getting more greens into your diet. Start being outside. Start working with herbs. Start working with trees, roots, vitamins, child. Get into your garden. Get into growing your own herbs. A lot of people, it's too much work. But this was his life destiny. This was his legacy. So for this to be, I keep going back to this card, reconnect with Mother Earth. Planting, gardening, harvest. Even if you don't do nothing but raise up a little bit of basil, raise up a little bit of rosemary in your house, in your backyard, your vegetables. Get back into living green again. Ashe. Ashe. Some of us want to start farms. Some of us would be led to start farms. Some of us would be led to get back into gardening. Our people were gardeners. Our people lived off the land. This keeps coming back up. Grow some of your food. If you can't grow all of it, grow all of your food. There's healing in these herbs, honey. Go back to the basics. Some of us are doing too much. Get back to the basic stuff. Hashtag allegedly. Get back to the land. Get back to the roots. Okay, get back to the roots, okay? Remember that you are people who lived off the land. I ain't gonna lie, my grandmother and my mother had a garden. They be having them gardens. We are people who live off the land. Remember who you are. Hashtag allegedly. This is culture tonight. This is good culture tonight. We're going to get into the belly of the beast, though. We're going to go into it. Ancestors show me. Dr.Sebi revealed to me. Ooh, hashtag allegedly. Hashtag allegedly. Somebody say hashtag allegedly in the comments, please, so that we are all on the same page, because this is what entertainment purposes only. This is what entertainment purposes only, child. Yep. Somebody say sharecroppers are in my lineage. Somebody say we have to go back to our roots and our culture. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to when the oracle is telling you, child. Hashtag allegedly. Somebody put hashtag allegedly in the chat box so we are on the same page. We're about to go into the belly of the beast. Y'all get y'all flashlights out. Get your holy water out. Child, lace your shoes up in case you got to run. Okay, let's talk about it. Spirit, show me what really happened to Dr.Sebi when he was in prison before his death. Because he met his demise in prison. They said they pulled him off an airplane. He had too much money on him. They put him into a jail cell. And next thing you know, Dr.Sebi passed away. Next thing you know, Dr.Sebi passed away, child. Imprisoned in a jail cell. Such a horrible way to go out for such a legendary ancestor, such a healer. You understand what I'm saying? Such a healer. Such a healer. What happened to him? This is a man who lived off the land. This is a man who knew his herbs. This man was healthy. Nah. This man was healthy. They pulled him off the plane. They said he had, what, $6,000 or $3,000 of cash, and it was too much money for him to be carrying. I think it happened in Honduras. They said he died of pneumonia. That was wicked. It was wicked. We're going to go into the belly of the beast. Hashtag allegedly, I am not authorized to tell y'all nothing This is all hashtag allegedly, okay? This happened in his hometown of Honduras, where he was pulled off the plane and detained. And in this jail cell, he died. This man was healthy. This man was on holistic living. What really happened to Dr. Sebi in this jail cell when he was in prison before his death? Show me his last hours before his death. Show me what led up to his death. What led up to Dr. Sebi's death? Hashtag allegedly. Hashtag allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. What led up to Dr. Sebi's death? Ancestors, show me. Ancestors, show me. Ancestors, show me. Y'all quiet in the chat, boy. Y'all waiting to see what's said. I can tell when y'all be waiting to see what gets said, child. Y'all get quiet. All eyes on me. Let's talk about it. What really happened in that jail cell? What really happened in that jail cell when Dr. Sebi tragically passed away? What happened? Wow. Deep. Damn, this is deep. This is deep, man. This is deep. Hashtag allegedly. I would go as far as to say hashtag allegedly, entertainment purposes only. If you know, you fucking know. That's it. Okay, if you know, you know. I would go as far as to say somebody got paid off to do this to him. Somebody got payment to do this for him. I'm seeing a lot of money exchanging hands in result of this. And I would go as far as to say something was given to him. They had already been talking about how to get rid of him. He was a pain in the side of individuals. That was the powers that be. He was a pain. He was a pain in the side of the powers that be. They was already conspiring on how to get rid of Dr. Sebi. They was already talking about it. And it was a lot of stuff, money that was exchanged, hand to hand to hand to hand. 10. This was a lot of people who was involved in this too. This was not a one-person organization that brought him down. This was quite a few people. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Something was given to him to demobilize him. I feel like after a while, it was something that just came over him. He could have possibly even been poisoned. Something was given to him, and it made him very sick. Some of these people could even be related in his family. He has some treachery in his family. I'm going to tell you now. Dr. Sebi has some treachery, hashtag allegedly, in his family. Some of these people was even his family that was plotting against him. Child. Woo! They gave this man something. And he was literally going, it literally drove him crazy. This is very sad. Very sad. Very, very, very sad. It was something that was given to him, and they watched him go crazy. They watched him deteriorate. Very sick, very wicked. Very sick, very wicked. They watched him lose his mind in that jail cell. They watched him. I'm seeing them looking at him, watching him deteriorate. People got paid off for this. They was already talking about how they was going to do it in the first place. They was already wondering. These was crooked individuals. A lot of people. And it could have even been from some powers that be. Because of what? Court situations. Because of what? Court stuff. He was making these individuals look bad in court. This is the justice card. You can't go up against some of these big individuals and make them look crazy. Child, you already know where I'm going with this. If you know, you fucking know. That's it. If you know, you fucking know. You can't go against these individuals in court and beat the system, beat the government. They watched him go crazy. I see pictures in my head of this man crawling around, literally deteriorating in this cell with something that was given to him. It was a slow death too. Hashtag allegedly. This is horrible. Hashtag allegedly. This is horrible. A horrible way to pass. A horrible way to die. Something that was given to him caused him a slow death. And it was disguised as something else, but it was not what was said. His family also did not rally behind him like they should have. His family let this go and they did not rally behind him. This is where I'm seeing some corruption come into play. Hashtag allegedly. His family was supposed to do more to rally behind him in the sense of this, but they did not. Oh my God, it's horrible. That was horrible. They watched him. They had him under some type of surveillance where they monitored how this thing that was given to him, how it was going to take over his body. It's like somebody putting on a shawl over your shoulders and it weighs you down and it deteriorates your health. It was something that was put over him, put on him. They wanted him gone. And I don't know who benefited from this, but it looks like maybe his family, maybe hashtag allegedly, possibly could have had some dealings into this. That's all I'm going to say, y'all. Very sad. Hashtag allegedly. I don't know these people. This is for entertainment purposes only. Spirit showed me, why did they imprison him? What was the real reason why? What was the real reason why he was in prison coming off that plane with that money? What was the real reason why Dr. Sebi was in prison? Dr. Sebi, your spirit, please speak to me. What was the real reason why he was in prison? What was the real reason why? They wanted to stop him. He had a big trip coming ahead of him. And I don't know if he was actually going to educate or talk or do some type of speech about medicine. He was going to talk and he was telling secrets. They wanted... This card keep coming up. This card keep coming up. He was on his way to talk or to... He possibly even was about to have some type of court case, another court situation come up. He was on his way to talk to individuals and give secret information out. Oh, they wanted him to... They wanted to silence him. I see them literally placing a muzzle over his mouth. Like, shut up. Shut up. They wanted him gone, girl. He was talking and telling too many secrets and speaking too reckless to the powers that be. Hashtag allegedly. I feel like he was on his way to speak or do some type of seminar or talk to somebody that was big and give them information, and they shut this all the way down. They shut this all the way down. Go see. What's wrong? See, my dog is barking. He picking up on the spirits. Oh, we picking up on the spirits. Joe Child got my dog in here barking. Oh, some spirits in here, ain't it, Goshi? Got my dog barking. My dog don't even bark. Some spirits is up in here now. Ghost be seeing the ghost. And I don't mean no harm. Anybody who wants to tell information about his life, their paths become blocked. I think they said Nipsey was working on a documentary that never came out. Nipsey was working on a documentary. Nick Cannon was working on a documentary for Dr. Sebi. None of this stuff never came out. All of this stuff is secret. I see it being hidden. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. But if you do your own research about certain stuff, the knowledge is going to come to you. The knowledge is going to come to you. Start searching. Start searching roots and herbs. It's your responsibility, I'm hearing, to educate yourself on this. Don't go to the people who are compromised. Don't go to the individuals who are not authentic. They're not genuine in their crusade. Don't go to these people. You do your own research. You put your own time into it, okay? That's what Spirit is telling me. Spirit is telling me. I want to ask, what was the reason why Nick Cannon was not allowed to put out Dr. Sebi's documentary, #allegedly? How do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about this? Why was Nick Cannon, why did his documentary not come out? Somebody said, I swear if my mom didn't use her herbs and medicines, she would have been dead already. Ashe. It's power in these herbs. It's powers in these roots and these plants, child. Spirit, show me why was Nick Cannon not able to put out his documentary? Why? He put a lot of work into that documentary too. He felt betrayed, but he put a lot of hours into making this documentary. Too much was going to be exposed. Too much was coming out. They didn't want this coming out. They may have even tried to sue him or start something in a lot of this got to do with court. So while I'm tapping into Dr. Sebi's energy, a lot of this had to do with court proceedings, court dates, court judicial shit. This card keep coming up. This card keep coming up. Too much stuff was going to be exposed. And it was going to lead people down a spiritual path. It was going to lead us individuals, people of melanated people, down a spiritual path back to our roots. I'm going to tell you the truth. They did not want that to happen. The powers that be. #allegedly. He put a lot of documented hours. He put a lot of information into this documentary because he also wanted to come across legit. Now, Nick was actually going to do a very good job with this. I feel like the courts stepped in. A lot of people shut him down. This had something to do with court. This has something to do with justice. This is. You see what this card is, child? This was gonna lead people down a spiritual path and expose a lot of stuff, and it was gonna spark certain things within us. They don't want this stuff out, child. So that's why he got shut up. Somebody said it's a cure for cancer and AIDS. It's a cure for everything in these herbs. Try to get back to the basics. Get back to the basics. Spirit, show me what was because I want to say after I left from seeing Dr. Sebi, because she had a documentary that came out years ago. Do y'all remember this when she was in Honduras? And then she they said she hit a little boy and the little boy died or something like that, and she was still dealing with all of that, and then she got into a car accident or something. Her truck flipped or something like that. Can somebody help fill in the blanks for me? I do believe that she did pass. She did pass in Honduras, and it was on camera. It was spooky. Like, that was the last days of Left Eye. That was spooky as hell. It was recorded in the documentary. Like, how you have a documentary and you actually die in the end of the documentary? That was always spooky as hell to me. It was spooky. I was scared of that. It was suspicious as hell. Suspicious as hell. They say yes, the Honduran child, and paid for his funeral. Yeah. Yeah, she killed somebody, and it was all over her. I wonder what it was that she was trying to get healed from. What was, I'm going to ask, hashtag legending, what was Left Eye going to Dr. Sebi to get healed from? They said she was the only one that passed. Everybody in the car lived, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody else in the car lived. The Left Eye passed. It was herpes. What was it that she was trying to get killed or cured from? Oh, gosh. Let me see. Spirit, show me. What was it? Oh, Lord. Man, it was a lot. I ain't gonna say all of it, but it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. She had a lot of things going on. All I'm gonna say is Left Eye had a lot of things going on. It wasn't just physical sickness; it was spiritual sickness too. So Dr. Sebi also cured people on a spiritual level too. She was cleansing her blood. This was a lot of. She was led to come see him too. She was led to come see Dr. Sebi too. This was a lot of things. She was suffering from a lot of things. She was suffering from a lot of things. A lot of trauma, a lot of sickness. I'm going to leave it at that. Left Eye was kind of troubled in these cards. She had a lot going on. Hashtag allegedly. Let's see. What did Dr. Sebi teach Left Eye? Because when she left from Dr. Sebi, she was ranting and raving about Dr. Sebi. She turned her life around after she met him. She turned her life around. She was ranting and raving and speaking so highly of Dr. Sebi. Somebody said chlorophyll helped relieve my arthritis. Yes, if y'all have any herb suggestions, put them into the comment box so that we can build community tonight. Any herb suggestions that you have that has helped you out, put those in the box here tonight. She was speaking very, very highly of Dr. Sebi. What does Dr. Sebi teach Left Eye? What did he do for Left Eye? What did Dr. Sebi do? What did Dr. Sebi do? How did he help Left Eye? How? He put a lot of intensive work into Left Eye. He helped her. He really did help her. He helped set her free. She may have even been suffering from, she was suffering from a lot of things. She was suffering from a lot of things. He helped to help her mentally, spiritually, and physically. He helped her with a lot of stuff. She also had trauma too, coming out of some type of relationship with the man here. She was dealing with some type of trauma. He helped her in a lot of ways. She was fighting within herself. She learned a lot from Dr. Sebi. He taught her a lot. He really, really was very instrumental in this girl's life. He was very into, like when she met Dr. Sebi, it's like her life changed. Her whole life changed. He was very, very instrumental in her life. Very instrumental. And she was going to help to bring his teachings maybe even to America and tell other people about it. She was actually going to be a spokesperson as to how he helped her. She was going to be a spokesperson. She was going to put out information as to how Dr. Sebi healed this girl on spiritual levels, mental levels, physical levels. It was like a whole life healing. You ever met somebody and they had such a gift? This man was woo. Ashe. This man knew what he was doing. When I say ancestors walk with Dr. Sebi, they was on him. They was on him. He knew what he was doing. He changed his girl's life. He changed Left Eye's life, child, after she met him. She was going to actually help to push his cause and was going to actually get behind him, too. She was gonna put information out to encourage people to deal with him. I love how y'all putting y'all herbs and y'all roots into this comment box. Continue. How does Dr. Sebi feel about his legacy? 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 Y'all are putting some good stuff in this. Y'all know y'all roots, honey. That's right. Put them in the comments. Y'all take notes. Some of y'all need to be taking notes of these herbs that's being said in the comments. Y'all are talking, and I love to see it. I love to see it. Ashe. Because back in the day, we had medicine women. We had medicine men. We didn't take a whole bunch of pills and put all these things into our bodies. We had medicine men and women. Okay, you needed something, somebody will go make you a tea. You needed something, somebody will go grind you something together and give you a tonic. You needed something, somebody will make you some type of tincture to cure your child. There's a herb on this earth that will cure everything, child. Okay, we didn't have a lot of people that was taking a bunch of medicine and being addicted to pharmaceutical products. # allegedly, honey. Okay. How does Dr. Sebi feel about his legacy? How does Dr. Sebi feel about his legacy? He feels like it's still people who want... He feel like it's still people who want to connect with him, but somebody in his bloodline he's not happy with. I don't know if this is a son. I don't know if this is a daughter. This is somebody in his bloodline that he is not happy with as to how they messed up his legacy. Somebody in his bloodline did not do the correct thing with his legacy. He feels like also his legacy was watered down. He wants individuals to know that he really was about that life. He was really about that life. It's somebody in his family that he is not fooling with because they perverted his legacy. I'm gonna tell it like that. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think, and he feels like it's individuals who want to reach out to him, want to work with him. Of course, he's not here anymore, so they can't do this, but the people that's next in line for these individuals to reach out to, they're not doing, it's like people are trying to reach, but it's not connecting. It's not connecting. Individuals are not teaching the correct things anymore. So I feel like his legacy is somewhat perverted, somewhat compromised. Ooh, how y'all feel about this reading? This is very intense on me, child. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. People are wanting to tap in with his spirit, with his legacy, with his body of work, but they're not able to do so. They're not able to do so. Y'all are saying some good herbs. Red clover, burdock root, red raspberry, mugwort, oatmeal, lion's mane, fenugreek, garlic, cayenne. Y'all are saying some good herbs in this chat. Ashe. The comment section is going in. Ashe. Somebody said, can we petition Dr. Sebi? I'm feeling like his spirit wants to be left at rest because he feels, I'm just giving what spirit is giving me, # allegedly. He feels as though he put out so much work here on this earthly realm that it should be breadcrumbs to lead you to where you're supposed to be. So some ancestors feel like they've done so much they don't want to be called on in the afterlife. I'm feeling like Dr. Sebi could possibly be one of those ancestors. He does not really want to be bothered because he feels like he put so much work, and that's to be expected. He put a lot of body of work into the atmosphere. He does not, I don't feel like he wants to be disturbed because of so much work that he's done in this atmosphere. So be careful with calling on his spirit, because I do feel like he wants rest. But he is around to be a spirit guide based on his body of work that he's already put out. Okay? Maybe get familiar with his teachings. Get familiar with his herbs. So he gave a book of herbs. Get familiar with his writings. Get familiar with what he's already done. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, individuals who walk this earthly plane, they don't want to come back. They don't want to be of service no more because they've already done so much. Ashe. 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 Spirit show me who benefited from Dr. Sebi's death. Who benefited from Dr. Sebi's death? This is Hoodoo Heritage Month. I am your host, Big Mama Red. Child, we are conjuring and speaking to energies of Dr. Sebi and those that have information to give tonight. Who benefited from Dr. Sebi's death? Who benefited from Dr. Sebi's death? Who benefited from Dr. Sebi's death? They've been wanting Dr. Sebi. They've been wanting Dr. Sebi up out of here. They've been wanting Dr. Sebi up out of here, child. And I'm going to show you one card. And I'm going to let you tap into your own intuition about it, because I already spoke about it. Once again, who benefited? If you know, you know. If he was already going against this type of energy, this is who benefited when he died. Because what? He was already going up against it. He was already going up against these powers that be, child. And I'm going to leave it at that. This is who benefited from his death. And it was a very wicked way to be a benefactor of something like this. What you doing? Very wicked. Very wicked. Also, family members, some of his family members benefited from this. It actually, he was a bright star and it just got extinguished. Like you see a star in the sky and it's like the North Star, and then all of a sudden it's just like, it just combusts. He was a bright star that was taken up out of here. Ashe to Dr. Sebi's energy. Ashe to the great healers of our past. Spirit, show me Dr. Sebi's energy. Tap in with me. What can we do to live more holistically? What are some things we can do to live more holistically? How do y'all feel about this reading? Hashtag allegedly. This is all entertainment purposes only. Not authorized to tell y'all nothing, child. Okay? How do y'all feel about this reading? Please tap in. I'm reading the comments. Ashe. How do y'all feel about this reading? What can we do to live more holistically? What can we do to live more holistically? Somebody saying it's very informative. Grateful for him regardless. He opened a pathway of healing for us. He really did. He really got it popping out here for this healing. He really did. Sure did. How can we live more holistically? Oh, wow. I'm already seeing certain things coming to pass, okay? I'm already seeing certain things come to pass. Start to address certain things in your family. So let's say you have, because a lot of stuff comes from in our bloodlines. True or false? Okay. Your mom had high blood pressure. Your great grandma had high blood pressure. Start to see energy signatures in your family. So let's say, hashtag allegedly, you have breast cancer that runs through your family. Start to work on breaking these generational health problems. I'm hearing this is how we can live more holistically. Tap into herbs that combat breast cancer. Tap into herbs. Get the knowledge. Speak to your family to see what runs through the family too. Some of this is ancestral, family related, blood related. Some of this stuff also we made, and I know he made a claim to have cured herpes, but I'm also seeing be mindful of who you lay with sexually, because sometimes we may get something that you really can't shake off. And to be honest, a lot of people suffer from this, but some of this can be avoided with dealing with certain individuals sexual wise. Take care of your sexual health is what I'm also hearing. Watch what you're putting into your body. Watch what you're putting into your body. Take time to watch what you're putting in your body. And also, I think he spoke on keeping the body as alkaline, right? Alkaline, what was it? Alkaline body? Something about keeping your body at a certain teal. So at a certain level, certain diseases cannot infiltrate, I'm hearing. I think it's alkaline. Okay, keeping your body at an alkaline state. Because I'm seeing it being straight across the board. Like, if I'm at an alkaline state, I can't be penetrated with blah, 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 blah. Or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Keep your body at an alkalinic state. Study pH levels. Study alkaline. Study acidic. This is how we tap back into and live more holistically. This is all fundamental teachings that he taught while in his lifetime. I'm gonna actually be tapping back into some of these teachers too myself, Charles. You live a little bit longer. Okay, let's talk about it. What are the final thoughts? What are the final thoughts from the ancestral realm concerning Dr. Sebi? What are the final thoughts? Somebody said doing juice cleansing with seeded fruit only. Y'all going in. Somebody said you always said mucus-free body is a disease-free body. Ashe. Gut health is important. Y'all is talking. Cleanse the colon. Girl, this is chemistry 101. Spring water. Ashe. Somebody said we're going to have to let go of meat and dairy products. Woo! Let's talk about it. What are the final thoughts? What are the final thoughts? What are the final thoughts? This whole reading has been so informative, so enlightening, so eye-opening. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I did not expect to be met with this type of energy. Overall, I'm seeing, remember who you are. You have spirit guides who will help you. And this looks like some of these spirit guides may also come through the plants. Start to consume foods with different. Get into your food life. Be very cautious of what you're putting into your body. Okay? That's the main thing that I'm seeing. Get back to the basics. We don't need all of certain things to live. Okay? Get back to the basics. Simplify your diet. Simplify your diet. Remember, we are people who lived off the land, okay? Simplify your diet. Watch and be cautious and conscious of what goes into your mouth and what goes into your body, Ashe. Thank you for tapping in tonight. This has been your girl, Big Mama Red Baby. Ashe, I close the portal at this time. I close the portal at this time. I close the portal at this time. Ashe, I pray that Dr. Sebi's spirit lives forever and that he reigns in power and rests in peace. Ashe. It's been your girl.